All right, five, four, three, two. What's up? What's happening, y'all? Thank Bold Conference, the MPN Network, Mr. LP. I am here with a great guy in a great place that I love, which is hip hop. Steve Lobel, how you doing, sir?
Happy 50 years, hip hop.
Happy. So we getting into the 50th year action.
Thanks for having me, man. Think
Nah,
bold, you know?
nah. Thanks for coming. 50 years. You mentioned that, right? I'm a big hip hop fanatic, but I would like to know what you would like to see, or could you give us some things that's happening that's going to acknowledge the 50th anniversary of hip hop?
Well, I would like to see, in the 50th year of hip hop, a lot of our icons and legends get their proper due and respect by maybe getting health insurance or setting up a trust fund or setting up a retirement plan because a lot of our legends are passing away with nothing.
Yeah,
So I like to see that, and I would just like to see that the younger generation learn who people are,
yeah,
right? Who paved the way.
right.
I just signed a 17-year-old girl named Brooklyn Queen, and she knows more about hip hop than a lot of people that I know that are 25, 30 years old. And she's only 17 years old.
Right.
And her name is Brooklyn Queen because she grew up on Biggie and Nas because of her mother. And she did a freestyle to me, and she's mentioned in Big Daddy Kane. She's mentioned in Special Ed. And I'm like, wow. So for a younger person, especially a 17-year-old girl, to know so much about hip hop is great. I just feel like a lot more people need to understand and learn. Like I come in the game through Run DMC and Jam Master Jay, and I'm grateful that I'm able to keep Jam Master Jay's name alive. I wish he was
Yeah,
here.
may he rest in peace.
I work with
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle. I keep
May he
his
rest in
name
peace. Yes.
alive. You
Yes.
try to keep people's names alive, but
Yeah.
50 years came a long way. I think I've been in it for like 30 something.
Okay. Listen, so when we talk about, we won't get too deep into it. When we talk
can.
about health insurance and that type of things, I think about that a lot when it comes to hip hop. Because being the fact I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a DJ.
Salute and respect the DJ, by the way.
Oh, listen.
A lot of people don't give it up to the DJs. Salute and respect the DJs.
Thank you for saying that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Being a DJ, and I respect Jam Master Jay. One of my favorite ones is Jazzy Jeff for sure.
Of course.
But they don't get that due respect. But what would it take for like?
And FYI, you younger generation, you need to know without the DJ, records don't get broken. So
Absolutely.
salute and respect the DJ. I'm sorry, go on.
No, you're good. So when it comes to health and that type of awareness, what does it take? Well, what would it take for that to be implemented in the hip hop culture?
I recently opened up a treatment center with Scott Storch because I've been managing Scott Storch for drug and alcohol abuse. And, we find out that a lot of people can't go to treatment because they have no health insurance, right? Having health insurance means a lot. And we're dealing with a lot of mental health now. A lot of people going through a lot of
Absolutely.
mental health issues.
Absolutely.
We got to take things serious, and we need people need to go to psychiatrists and therapists and ask for help and get help, and people call to reach out, help them. Look, when I became a manager, I didn't know I was going to be a babysitter, psychiatrist, a therapist, stuff like that. So,
Right.
I go through my own issues. I just pray to God, but mental health and health, all that stuff means a lot. I just recently had gout. I'm opening a health and wellness store in New York City because of all the health issues and had gout. So health is wealth. I couldn't even do nothing for 2 months. So without a health, we're nothing. So everybody out there, eat right, exercise, work out, know that sugar is really a drug. I was addicted to sugar
Yeah.
and soda. And at my age, it's very bad for you.
Yeah, listen, being transparent, like a couple of days ago, with diabetes, and that was a big factor, and I was just like, wow, this is really like happening to me, like,
You got diabetes? Man, I never got blood work, and I got blood work done last week because of my gout, and I have pre-diabetes.
yeah,
Never said this yet, never. So I'm taking medication to lower my blood sugar, and I have to now be careful everything I eat. And I was an addicted guy to sugar and soda. I love my sweets. I lived off Mountain Dew and Snicker bars for 10 years. It's all done. I just lost 25 pounds by detoxing all the sugar out of my body. So
Congratulations, man.
I pray for you and help you get through that because diabetes is really bad.
Yeah, it is, and especially for me being in the hip hop sector, I'm like, I need to get my people to realize that, especially the up and coming hip hop artists and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but I won't keep you too much longer.
I'm here with you, baby.
Thank Bold Conference, man. What brings you down here? I know you're going to be speaking, but what would you like to give to the people?
Matter of fact, I just spoke on one panel. I'm on another panel. Me and Troy go way back.
Yeah.
When the creators of Think
shouts out to
Bold.
Troy there for sure.
Yeah, shout out for Troy for having me. He said, you want to come down to Jacksonville? I said, hell yeah, I want to come down to Jacksonville. Never been to Jacksonville to speak, but I used to come a lot. Shout out to my guy at Day Job Clothing and stuff. Marshawn. He's out here as an artist and a entrepreneur. He makes a lot of clothing and stuff, so he's out here. Has met some cool people out there. I spoke on a panel with some gentlemen that I never knew, and I just met them. I love football, so one of the gentlemen on the panel works with the Jacksonville Jaguars, so that was
Go
great.
Jaguars, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out Marshawn, man, Day Job Clothing. But things have been great, man, and I'm about to speak on another panel. And I love speaking because I have a lot of experience, and I've been through a lot, and I have a lot of knowledge. So why not give it back? And I told you I'm not going to come if we don't do a Q&A, because people pay to come to these conferences because they want to ask questions. So
Absolutely.
the last panel, we had a lot more questions to be answered, but we didn't have time, which I'm upset about. But I try to catch people after. I'm a humble guy and speak to them and stuff. So just blessed, man. It's got the whole new label over at Def Jam, Varick Universal, called Lobel Music Group. Signed the first artist. I've been blessed to work with so many artists, from Run DMC and Jam Master Jay to Fat Joe to Big Pun.
I saw
Mafia.
Common. You work with Common?
Common, man.
Common is like one
we
of my
call
top
him
five.
Rashid. Common Sense.
Yeah.
He's one of my top 5.
Okay.
Got to work with 3 6 Mafia, Bone Thug, Sean Kingston, Ayaz, man, the late great Nipsey, Scott Storch, and now another journey. Got a couple new artists I'm about to sign, and just been blessed, man, and have good karma. You do, you walk that walk, but you talk that talk, and as long as you keep your word and be stand up, you can go far, man. I live up for loyalty, integrity, and respect. I'm from Queens, New York. I never forget where I come from, and that, I'm just a humble guy, man, because I know everything goes up must come down. So no one's better than no one. Only God could judge.
So last question. So when you think
Give me
about
some more questions. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So
I'm built for this.
When somebody mentions think bold, what's the first thing you think about?
That's
What
a
comes
great
to
question, man. Think bold. I would think no one's asked that, and I even think about what it meant. Never even asked Troy what it meant. Think bold to me is just think big and think global and think be yourself. And bold statement. Just think bold, man. Like think bold is this big, man. I look at things as big, global, universe, and speak things into existence,
For sure. All right. So since you said keep throwing the questions,
Yeah.
I'm
And again,
one.
I'm going to say this again and again. Salute and respect the DJ. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. And
Absolutely,
shout out all the
absolutely.
greats like Grandmaster Flash, Clark Kent,
Yeah.
Kid Capri, and the list goes on. DJ Battlecat. Because, you DJ, and, DJs break records in the clubs, at venues. And what I'm going to do with my new artists, I'm going to make records and go to all the clubs with the DJs and say, yo, play this.
Right.
And I learned it from Swiss Beats when we did Bone Thugs and Harmony in Swiss at Interscope in
Right.
2007. He would take the record to the club and see the reaction. And look, you might not know an artist, but if you take a record to the club and throw it on and this shit got people grooving, you got something. So,
Gotcha.
again, salute and respect the DJ, because if it wasn't for Jam Master Jay, I would not be here.
Right. All right. Last question for us. So when it comes to the word gatekeeping, you mentioned that the younger generation needs to know and understand what happened before, right? Can you explain that a little bit? Because I don't want to sound like the old guy when I say it, but I feel like it's very, very important for you to know the generation before you,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to hip hop. Like I take that very, very seriously.
Well,
So-
FYI, gatekeeper, but first of all, age is just a number. We're not old, and we're not bitter. Sometimes when I talk, people like, oh, you bitter. How? I'm staying
Because that
relevant.
label gets thrown at you a lot.
Yeah.
Well, thrown at us a lot when it comes to being bitter or
I'm not
jaded.
bitter.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
not jaded.
yeah.
I'm a dinosaur for sure, but I'm fossil fuel because I stay relevant.
Yeah.
And this whole new deal I got shows how relevant I am, right? And I'm going to show now. I'm going to get to work again now with a new artist, another new artist, another new artist. But gatekeepers to me are the people that are the forefathers who open the doors for people. Like my mentor is Russell Simmons. I idolize Russell Simmons. They call me the white Russell Simmons. So at the end of the day, you want to, now I mentor people, but everybody needed a mentor. So he was a gatekeeper, right? And look, he started Def Jam. Look how many artists came through Def Jam. So to me, I just want the younger generation, less stereotype people, which I hate to do. If you're a white rapper and you got your pants off your ass, your hat backwards, fake chain, saying the N-word and thinking you hip hop, but don't know who the Beastie Boys are or Third Base. Hip hop don't know you. You
Ace
should be
in the
ashamed of
hole,
yourself,
yeah,
right? Now
yeah.
let's go talk the Midwest. If you don't know MC Breed or Proof from D12, rest in peace, or the Dayton family from Flint, Michigan, or Bone Thugs and Harmony, hip hop don't know you. You from New York, all these drill rappers, these youngsters, man, God bless you. But if you don't know who Eric B. and Rakim is, and you don't know who Cool G Rap is, and you don't know who MC Light is, hip hop don't know you. You're a West Coast rapper and you don't know who, Mac 10 is,
Right, right,
or DJ
right.
Battle Cat is, or Snoop
All
Dogg's a
these
household name.
godfathers in it,
But yeah,
yeah.
if you don't know these gatekeepers, and learn the gatekeepers are the people behind the scenes as well.
Absolutely.
The people that make a lot of moves. There's a lot of people that we need to salute behind the scenes who broke artists of radio, signed artists, executives. There's a lot of culture vultures out here too. But let's salute those people behind the scenes. And that's why I say the coach lasts longer than the player. I'm the behind the scenes guy. I just got popular because of social media. Because I come from non-social media. I come from
Right.
rows of quarters and beepers and payphones.
Right, right.
When I was driving around the country with Fat Joe, we were using atlases, not GPS on an iPhone. So I'm just blessed to still doing what I love.
Indeed.
And being in Jacksonville with Think Bold and just meeting new people and just talking that talk, man.
Love. Well, I appreciate it, man, for you coming through. Steve Lobel, he's about to get on this next panel and let some
And
things
you got
happen.
your Adidas on.
Oh, come on, man. That's all I wear is Adidas. So
Me too.
Yes, thank Bold, Mr. LP, MPN Network. Thank y'all so much. Yes, sir.
We working. Love, bro.
Thank you so much, man.